Hi, this is Michael Steinbacher with Earth News again. I just wanted to do a little bit more of an in-depth look at the vortex that I see over the southwest U.S. and the mountains that grow up towards through Canada, Alaska, actually into Russia, and then come down with an arc of islands, the Aleutians, and then you have a mountain that comes down through Mexico, through Central America, through Colombia, Venezuela, with an arc of volcanic islands coming back into Mexico, either here or here. Cuba's not particularly volcanic. This might be the return. This is the Caribbean Ocean. This is the Bering Sea. They have something in common. We have the Bering Straits here, where I would think that water would be flowing through while this was being formed by external dust, or at least airborne dust, possibly some of it terrestrial, some of it from a comet. This comes down and goes across, and there's a gap here in Panama where there might have been water. That's about the same position as the Bering Strait. So they could have a relationship where this is the least amount of material being deposited. So if there's a leakage between the Atlantic and the Pacific, or vice versa, or between the Pacific and Arctic Ocean, this might be where it goes through because there's the least amount of accumulation in the arms coming out of this circular area. Now let's look at it with some slightly different maps. This map shows sediment in yellow. Think of it as being underwater and filled in with mud, basically. And then surrounding the yellow, we have this lobe of mountains, and then these mountains coming up through Alaska into Russia and back, down through Mexico into Central America, Colombia, Venezuela, and back. There's an extra bit of mountain over here to the east of the Canadian mountains. That's the Canadian Rockies. They seem to be similar to Baja. And then you have the main branch of mountains coming down and going up and around and through. Over here, this could be related to this. This could be positive to the negative here, or this could be negative to the positive here. I don't know which would be which, but this is the Canadian Shield. It's all metamorphosed, very slow mountains that look very, very electrically affected. I have a friend up there who's been sending me pictures of all the metamorphosed formations, especially the road cuts, and it really looks like something incredibly electrical, high current density happened there. And now we're going to look at one more version of this, something very similar at least. So I had been looking for barred spiral galaxies that looked similar to the image of the North American to Central American vortex, or whatever you want to call the mountains through Canada and Mexico. And I couldn't find any, and my friend Billy Yelverton found this one. And this reminds me so much of the lobe over the southwest U.S. Mountains running up through Canada, down through Mexico, and an arc coming around with the Caribbean islands, the Caribbean Sea, an arc coming around with the Aleutians and the Bering Sea. It seems like these could be cousins, especially with all these little details in here. This could be something similar to the electrical event that created those mountains in the Americas.